Welcome to you're welcome to the long-awaited program. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, good evening. I'm Ini-Technoid, Amos, your lead instructor for the STEM Tutors Program. And it's a nice time having you and meeting you. Although we've been seeing the ads all over Facebook, and we've seen several ads for our STEM Tutors Program and also for the kids. So you're welcome. This is Ini-Technoid Close Service. It's a registered firm. Thank you and welcome. So if you can hear me, let me confirm. Just give me feedback if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Let me just have a feedback from you. Okay. In case you're just joining us, you're welcome. Okay. You're welcome to the program. You're very much welcome. If you join, please, I would love you to tell us your name and your location. I'd love you to tell us your name and your location. Okay. So I'll just give some few minutes for others to join us. Give some few minutes for others to join us. Okay. Okay. So welcome to the program. So I'll give like 5 minutes for us to get started. Give 5 minutes for us to get started. After which we log on to the program. Just give a few minutes. Okay. So while you wait, you're welcome to STEM Tutors Program. So this is the program you've been waiting for. And for tonight, or this evening, we'll be looking at some things like getting ready for STEM Tutors Program, what STEM Tutors Program is all about, how to get ready, why you need to learn, and how you'll be doing it. So we'll be starting right away. We've had 5 minutes to it, and I'd like everyone, if you join, let me see, let me see a wave. You raise your hand, let me see. Okay. So while we wait for others to join us, while we wait for others to join, okay, I'll wait for others to join us. Okay. So wait for others to join us. Okay. So for this evening, I know that you want to know why we should get started as a STEM educator. And if you've been hearing about STEM, I would like someone to tell us the understanding of STEM at the end of the webinar, because you have the opportunity to understand this, and I believe that at the end of the day you should be able to learn something. Okay, if you're just joining us, you just raise up your hand and unmute yourself and maybe say hello. But currently the time for the introduction is past. Okay, so what is STEM all about? What is STEM all about? STEM, when we talk about STEM, okay, before we go further, maybe some of you may not know me, so you want to know me more. Some people were asking, who am I, who am I? I'd like to answer that question. So I am Ini-Technoid Amos, the CEO of Ini-Technoid Services. I hold a HND degree in electrical electronics engineering, from Kensarura Polytechnic, formerly known as River State Polytechnic, Warwick in Rivers State. Also, I've obtained PGD, also from the University of Port Harcourt. So, through experience, I've gained skills and certification by Google in digital marketing, website and app development. I've learned programming languages like Python, JavaScript, C language. Then for website design, I know how to use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, how to embed them. Also, I've learned coding and robotics skills with certification from TechBridge and the University of Ibadan. So for the past 5 years, I've trained over 2,000 students through STEM education programs and have left and led different initiatives in tech, among which are the Make African Challenge and Tech Up Port Harcourt. Also for programs like the STEM Tutors Program, previously I've been opportunity to also lead a certified STEM Educators Program that was in 2020. So I've done some collaborations with individuals, corporate bodies, churches about technology. They want to have an idea of what technology is about. For coding, robotics, I've been able to engage so many with IT skills and digital skills across Africa. So about Ini-Technoid services, this is a leading edtech firm, as an educational technology firm that provides STEM education programs, advanced IT, as information technology and programming skills, training for children between the ages of 5 to 18, also adults. So all of these will inspire you for you to make remarkable innovations from Africa. I've been opportunity to train several people across Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, different African countries. So I've been able to do that. So now, why STEM Tutors Program? Why STEM Tutors Program? Now, if you look at this program, why STEM Tutors Program? Now, you see that there is a need for you to know why STEM Tutors Program, what STEM Tutors Program is all about. Before we get there, I'd like us to know what STEM education is about. When we talk about STEM education has to do with the STEM is an acronym, okay? STEM is an acronym for S stands for science, T for technology, E for engineering, and M for mathematics. So when we talk about STEM education, it is an interdisciplinary and applied approach to teaching and learning rather than teaching the four disciplines as separate and discrete subjects. So STEM helps you to integrate them into a cohesive learning paradigm based on real world. Now, let me break down that. When we talk about STEM education is simply the ability to use science, scientific knowledge with technology, engineering, and a little bit of those operators, four basic operations, which is plus, minus, times, divide, that's division. You use those basic operators in mathematics and you play around them for you to achieve STEM education. Now, when we talk about STEM education, you see that there are so many roles that we never had. That was about 10 years ago. There are some roles that we never had. But today we'll be talking about if you see you see on social media that the digital marketer is needed. You see on the social media that the digital marketer is needed, a website designer, these, that, all those people, they are also needed. So when you talk about that, it has to do with technology. Talk about front end, back end developer. There are so many things. Now we now talk about app development. We now talk about engineering, how that a child will be motivated because everything boils down to technology. This program is about helping you to train kids on how to be innovative, to be creative in thinking, to help them think without the box. It's before that you think outside the box. Now you think without the box. Some people might say, maybe, okay, what if the child is not uh, uh, in science background, for scientific background, for technology? It is every form or every sector, every career now uses technology. Take for instance law. Before previously you go to file case, like in River State now, they have an online platform. You can just go there, you swear you have to debit it, print it, it has a stamp, you go and submit it without even getting close to the court. So everything has technology. I can see Mr. Paul, he just joined us. You're welcome. Unmute yourself and greet. You're welcome. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Yes, you can speak up. I can hear you. Unmute yourself and speak. Okay. Unmute yourself and speak. You're welcome. You're welcome to the program. Okay, just as I was explaining about technology. I don't know whether you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me hear you. Or see you raise your hand. Can you hear me? Okay, let me continue. Now we'll talk about STEM is your ability to use technology in various sectors of life or profession. So we'll talk about technology, it cuts across. Like you now have the medtech technology, how they can use technology to combine what and what they really want, and at the end of the day, they will get what they want. So when we talk about technology, it boils down to so many things. So now, why STEM Tutors Program? Now, many graduate from school without a clue of what next. Now, theoretical classrooms contribute to unemployment and poverty. Now, the other day I passed by a class, I saw them writing about website. They define what website is, domain name, and everything. But at the end of the day, they have no knowledge. They've not even clicked www dot to have a feel of what website looks like. I don't even really know what they're just learning theory. And you see that such graduates at the end of the day, they graduate from the classroom with theoretical knowledge. They have no practical knowledge of what it is. And by the time they get to the labor markets, they'll come across people. Hello? They will come across people. Okay, you said you can't hear anything. Okay, so you just connect with your computer. On your screen. Sorry about that. I'm trying to communicate to the person who says he can't hear me. So can you hear me now? Okay. I believe that you'll be able to sort yourself out. Okay. So we are in a world where technology advances every sector, cars, money, health, entertainment. So skill development is crucial. the future is greater for Africa if Africa will account for more than half. So all of this is what STEM Tutors Program have for us. Okay. Now, what are the opportunities in tech? You can see that the global technology industry is forecast to reach about 5 trillion people in 2022. You see that there are so many jobs now online. Yeah, Mr. Paul, good evening. Please unmute yourself. Can you hear me? Speak to me if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah, speak to me. Unmute. Hello?
Hey,
Hello? Yeah, good evening, sir. Can you hear me? Okay, okay, it's as if I should continue. Okay, no problem. So now, all these are many more are what, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I just saw your message. All these and many more are what you get opportunities in technology. These are what you get from technology. And what are people saying about technology? And one thing you should know about technology that it helps you to be in future and be in demand. Take for instance, when I learned this skill, that was about 5 years ago. I learned it. People around me thought maybe I was joking, but today, by God's grace, I'm making good money out of it. I am in high demand. Take for instance, during this summer class, most schools organize coding into it. It's not as if their teachers know it, but what they did is that they outsourced that coding part to people who do it, programming, and we came in and will be the ones handling it for them, and you make your money very cool and good. So you get well paid and rewarded. You have a flexible work schedule. So those are the things that you get out of it. Okay, I'll stop sharing this. There's a content that I want. Okay, let me share. Let me share something else. Okay, let me share this. Okay, now there's this other stuff I wanted us to see. So now, if you see our offerings, if you join in technical services, if at the end of the day you see that you have number of students that you charge, take for instance 200 students, you charge them 2,000 per month, you make 18,000 naira at the end of the day if you calculate it. So all these are statistics. So if you have number of students, about 20 of them, 10,000 naira per head, you calculate for a year, how much will they be at the end of the day? After school program, a one-on-one class, 25,000. Holiday programs, 20,000 per student. All these are what you can make from it at the end of the day. And we have so many things. Now let's come to what we have for the main program, which are the courses and learning tracks. Now we'll talk about the courses and learning tracks. Now we have 5 types, which are for Schedule A. The tracks available is Scratch programming. That one is the basics of it. Now B is Python programming, is mostly used for data presentation and the likes. So where you learn how to program a calculator, you have this plus this plus this plus this. How do you play around it? We also have web programming where you have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, that's website development. Also, you have a Scratch and Python. So mostly for another course track, you have Scratch and Python programming. There are some people that want to learn only Scratch and Python together. Then there is another group that some people that would like to learn Scratch and web programming. So that was why I had to like project this for you to see the tracks that are available. So for this STEM tutors program, what I would advise is either you take D or E, because either you say Scratch and Python, or do you want to learn only Python, but I'll prefer that you learn Scratch programming. Because when I talk about Scratch programming, it teaches you how to engage children. You just learn literally how to engage children. You see that for these children, there is a way children learn. It should be fun, it should be exciting, just like I send some messages for you to check follow our social media pages. You will see that there are so many things that we can, you will see our kids from our center do. So over here in Port Harcourt, we have several trainings, weekend, daily, after school, Saturday, depends on the schedule of the parents. So you can equally learn the skill. Now, if I may ask, Mr. Paul, what's your location? Yes, what's your location?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly, sir.
Um, I'm based in Abuja.
Abuja, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
like currently now, what do you do? Are you a teacher?
Yes, I'm a teacher.
Okay, it's good, it's good. Because myself, I'm also a teacher. So you can see that it's something that you can do from the comfort of your home. Just like this August now, have finished sending proposals so you can equally teach either online, just like you're joining now, or you also meet them one on one. You can meet schools, you tell them that this is what we are to teach them, this is what you're to do, this is okay. If after you finish learning the skills, if they have computers, this is the bargain price you make with them. You can just go there once a week or twice a week, depending on how they want it. You teach and you collect your money per kid and go. So that's how it really works. So that was why I was showing you the statistics of how the money you can realize it at the end of the day for the students program. Like which of the program will you want to do? Will you want to do Scratch programming and Python programming or Scratch and web programming? Which of them, sir?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay. Though I was interested in Python programming.
Okay.
Yeah, Python Go too. I don't know about Scratch. I don't know what is Scratch. I know I know it's Python programming, and then
Okay.
also want to learn this thing programming. Also, that's the two that I know, but I don't know about Scratch. Maybe you can just tell me more about it. Mm.
Okay, like Scratch programming is mostly for kids between the age of 5 to 10, where they learn how to code using blocks. I don't know, I think you say you have knowledge of website designing a bit, Abi? Yes. Do you have knowledge of website?
No, yes, though not knowledge, but I know how website designing
Okay,
looks like
okay,
and how it is done in the coding, but
okay.
I would say maybe 20-30% of it. Uh,
Okay, okay. Now, take for instance about that website design. Now, if you look at that website design, it has tags, several things they write. We call it tags professionally, but if you want to explain it like code, doc type, HTML, the next line, heading, the next one, just like that. Now, but for that of scratch, it will be blocked. It will be blocked. So you see the block will drag and drop. Before you know it will join together like the normal way that we would have done normal writing of codes. So those lines of code. So at the end of the day, you see that's what they will do using those lines of those blocks instead of them to sit down and start writing code because at that age they will not really understand what coding is. I don't know whether I can get. So that's what we use. So you as a tutor, it will be good for you to have an idea of how to start kids, then also how to teach it. because most people avoid teaching children because they don't know how to impact it. It is an adult, you say do this to them, but for children, you might not really know how to do it. So that's all about scratch programming, and if you want to do Python, fine, thumbs up, you do Python. So that's Scratch and Python, okay? If you want to do Scratch and web programming, good. Now, just like you said, you want to do website and Python. So if you want to do website and Python, because it will be several days, like 3 days in a week, those doing Scratch and Python, it means that you'll be doing classes throughout the week. So I don't know whether you're equal to the tax this holiday. If you're equal to the tax, and that means that maybe you pay for two, that's two programs and that's two of them. But if you're not, then just focus on one track and do it. So I don't know if I answered the question or I explained it better. Mr. Paul.
Yes, I've heard you. Yeah. I would just work on the Scratch and Python.
Okay,
I
okay.
would prefer Scratch and Python.
Okay, that's so cool. Okay. Now, lastly, one of the things now concerning the program, just like the arts that we have, the program we have a discount for the program from now till Saturday. That's the cost of the program is 20,000 naira, of which the program will be held online, just like you're watching Zoom now. I don't know. Did you join us with the phone or a laptop? Which of them? Hello, sir.
It's phone.
Oh, okay, but do you have access to laptop, the system?
Uh, though my laptop is not good for now. Yeah,
Okay,
so it's phone I'm using.
okay. So you intend to use phone?
Yes.
Okay. So can you use phone also for the Python?
My phone, and if I can use my phone to code, then it will be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because the discount is from now till Saturday. Because after Saturday, we will take the normal price of 25,000 naira. So that's how the program is. So we want as many people that will register from now till then to register. And after that time, we'll return it back to the normal price. So that's why I said, let me have the webinar so that we'll enlighten people about it. Although most people said they were busy, they chatted me up privately. So that's why I had to even record the meeting. So maybe to give them a feedback, maybe when I finish. Now, for you that is online now, do you have questions concerning the program?
No, for now.
Okay.
Though I just wanted to know how it is, and then how you do your program and how it works.
Yeah. Okay. So we've held
Yeah.
several trainings, both online. So the way it works is simply we have our classes online when it is the time. So if others choose you people agree on a time, particular time. So if you agree that it will be 7 p.m., that's your other class course mate. So if they agree on the time, people will be the one to tell us the time. So majority of the people that choose any particular time will work with that. So although we'll be recording the class issue in case you missed any of them. So that's
Uh,
how the classes will be, mostly from the evenings from 7 p.m. So let it be that within the day you had time to do whatsoever you want to do so that you prepare towards the day.
okay.
So,
Also, I want to know as in, the location,
the
as in, where is it
location,
located?
the
Yeah.
location, it will be via Zoom like this.
Okay. Okay. Zoom.
Yes, yes, sir.
Right.
It
I
will
thought
be,
maybe it has a branch in Abuja. There's a branch here in Abuja.
no, for now,
Oh.
yes. So we have our office here in Port Harcourt. And
Oh.
So
Okay.
currently we don't have like a physical branch in Abuja. So we mostly come to Abuja to go training and go. So it's not as if you're based. I didn't even plan for Abuja this time around, would have been based in Abuja, but currently it's Port Harcourt. So that's how it is.
Okay. That means it's online.
Yes, it's online. That's why if you check the write-up, it's virtual in brackets online.
Okay. Uh,
So any other concerns?
all right. Thank you. Yeah.
So in the
Yeah.
absence of any question, so you understand what STEM is all about. That STEM is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So,
Uh, okay.
so maybe you didn't join us earlier. So where I was introducing myself, that I'm a neighbor Amos, the CEO of Ini-Technoid Services. So I hold HND degree in electrical electronics engineering from Kent Arora Polytechnic, previously known as River State Polytechnic, River State. Then also a PGD from the University of Port Harcourt. So I've gained experience and skills in digital marketing, website development, programming languages like Python, JavaScript, embedded systems. Embedded systems is about using the software that you have, then I'm using hardware, that's an external thing that you can see, program it and make it work. That's the interface between it. So that's what embedded systems is all about. So I've gained experiences in that and we have done a lot. So we've been a firm, leading EdTech firm that has been training for the past 5 years. We've been training ages from 5 to 18 adults and the likes. So in the absence of anything, I'd like to, okay, in the absence of anything, any other question? Okay, it seems we don't have much question. So in the absence of anything, so just remember that the discount runs from today till Saturday. That's the next 3 days, and our classes will commence on Monday. So our classes will commence on Monday. That is by Monday at 7 p.m. So before then, we will agree on the time for us to use. So in the absence of anything, I'd like to stop here. And thank you very much for joining me. Thank you.